It looks like fighters will be wearing custom gloves for the UFC White House card this weekend. Here's some footage of Diego Lopez trying them on. Let me know what you guys think of them in the comments. Over the past few weeks, there has been rumors circulating that the UFC is working on Dricus du Plessis versus Kamaru Usman. Today, Dricus accused Usman of being scared and not signing the contract. Dricus said so apparently a little someone agreed to a fight, but actually signing the dotted line isn't that easy when you know you're just signing for a show purse. Smart, yes. Scared, definitely. Sorry people, the announcement is taking longer than expected, but from my side, it's been signed and sealed for a while. Hashtag still knocks. Hashtag prepare to be amazed. Dana White says the UFC initially wanted to make Tom Aspinall versus Alex Pereira for the White House card. However, Tom's eye injury prevented it from happening.
The undisputed champion in this division is Tom, right? And he's obviously out at the moment, injury, so therefore the timelines wouldn't have worked. But if he would have been fit, do you think we'd have seen Tom versus Alex?
100%. Yeah, that would have been the fight if he was, you know, right now, and a lot of our champions are hurt right now, and so it's kind of a funky. There's a lot of things you have to deal with, when you're making these matches with timing and everything else going on in everybody's life, injuries. But yeah, it would have been Tom.
Darren Till made his BKFC debut last weekend, knocking out Aaron Chalmers in the second round. Till made an appearance on the Ariel Helwani show yesterday and explained why he's not interested in the UFC White House card.
What do you make of this White House event on Sunday?
Not too interested.
Why?
Sorry. Just not. Just as I said, I still stand the same as I've been. I just don't think there's that much hype around the UFC no more. I really don't. For me, there's no hype. I don't get excited for fights, whereas I used to, and I don't know why that is. Maybe it's not being promoted right. I don't like saying this because, he is a good guy and stuff, but I've just really gone off every interview that Dana does. I can't watch any interview to do with him anymore. I just can't.
Michael Chandler is set to face Mauricio Hufi this weekend at the White House. In an interview with the UFC, Chandler gave his thoughts on Conor McGregor fighting Max Holloway at UFC 329.
If it is to be himself and Max Holloway International Fight Week, who have you got between the two of them?
It's a great fight. Obviously, they've got some history. I think, was that Max's first fight in the UFC maybe, or Conor's? One of them, They were young. So they're very young, So it's a great matchup. It's an interesting matchup. When you think about, well, hey, this stinks, I got pushed out and somebody else came in, at least it's Max. If you don't love Max, you're not an MMA fan, right? Now, Conor's been out of the octagon for 5 years, so there's a massive question mark there. I believe he's motivated. I believe we're going to see a great version of Conor McGregor. But Max is really hard to beat. Max is hellacious on the feet. He's a great, well-rounded mixed martial artist, and it's a tough test for Conor to come back with 5 years off. But it'll be a massive fight, and if it's International Fight Week, I'll be there cage side to watch it.
Sean Strickland roasts Tatiana Suarez for the way she parked her car.
Is that how you park, Tatiana? What the actual You guys, this is why we shouldn't let women drive. This is real bad. It's real bad. Real bad.
Dustin Poirier tells a story about how he took his daughter to Dave & Buster's, and on the UFC game, they were just replaying his knockout loss to Justin Gaethje.
Oh, let me give you a story real quick. Okay. I was like, take me to the arcade. So I took her to Dave & Buster's. There's a new UFC game, and the highlight they keep playing is Justin kicking me in the head. I'm like, bro, in Lafayette, Louisiana?
Way. Hey, come on.
There's only like 3 highlights that kept rotating through. And it's Fulton, Gaethje. I'm like, oh, in my hometown.
We're leaving, baby. This place stinks.
Yeah. Wrap it up. Let's go. We're going to Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah. I put my hat down. I was like,
not in your own city.
Jorge Masvidal makes his picks for the White House card.
All right, who you got, Jorge?
Ilia Pereira, Hoke, Sean, Alex. That fight, I'm gonna go Diego Lopez, man. Well, Diego Lopez, and obviously I'm gonna go Bo Nickel.
Diego Lopez.
What about Chandler? What about Chandler?
That's another one that I'm tossed up in. I can see Chandler can't finish. So I might throw a wild card in there and go with the American. I'm gonna go with Chandler on this one. Come on, Chandler. Let's go.
Bro,
Come
plus,
on,
plus
Chandler.
430.
Ahead of his fight against Aimann Zahabi this weekend, Sean O'Malley reminisces on his rematch with Chito Vera, which Sean won via unanimous decision. Sean says that was the only fight where he's ever wanted to really hurt his opponent.
First title defense. He wins a fight, he gets the title shot. I'm the champ at the time, and we have the rematch. The biggest gate in Miami history. The massive sold out arena, huge fight. Yeah. He's from Ecuador and like Miami, that side. It was a massive fight, and I beat the out of him for 25 minutes. And it felt so, that was the only time I actually had like, I want to hurt someone. I didn't like him. Yeah. Because of the first fight, how it played out. He was acting like he was the man, he beat me.
And you beat the out of him.
So I don't count that as a loss.
But
what happened? Did you win that fight, the 25-minute fight? Oh yeah.
Were you so happy?
It felt so good.
And was it like electric?
It was like a 4-year buildup of me saying that motherfucker got lucky. I'm better than him, and people are like, "Why don't you have a rematch?" I'm like, he doesn't deserve the. He won. I'm like, he doesn't deserve a rematch. Like I didn't like how he was acting. He was acting like he beat me, like he was the man.
Aimann Zahabi has signed a new 6-fight deal with the UFC ahead of his fight with Sean O'Malley.
Incredible about fight week, man. I want to say thanks to the UFC for the new contract. I just signed a new 6-fight deal with the UFC for this fight. I'm very happy with it, and I'm excited to perform on Sunday.
It won't be any more than you always sign me up.
Oh, okay, good. So you're mixing posters and other items.
Yeah. So usually you sign 140 posters.
Okay.
So now you do.
Daniel Cormier seems to hate Jon Jones a bit less now since filming ALF Reality together. Despite constantly going back and forth on the show, DC says he doesn't have the same dislike for Jon as he had in the past. On his YouTube channel, DC said after spending all that time with Jones over there in Thailand, honestly he annoys me still, but he's not as bad as I originally thought. Because when you're around someone with that amount of time, obviously you grow and you learn more about them. I saw a video of him saying how stuffy I was and how horrible I treat the people around me, which isn't true, but even me with all the history, I can tell you straight up that he ain't what he was before to me. I don't have the level of dislike for him that I maybe had in the past. We were able to work alongside each other cordially and get the show done, which just wrapped very recently, which the result was I had both guys in the finals, and my guy beat Jones's guys, and then I coached the guy to win the whole competition. So reality is, in that area, I already won, okay? When you see two guys that have been at each other's throats for so long, you start to wonder other ways they can compete. But remember, Jones beat me in the fight. Everything we have done since, I have beaten him in. I beat him in the soccer game. I beat him in the coaching. On a potential wrestling match between the two, DC continued, if you're going to pay me 7 figures to wrestle against Jon Jones, I'm in. But if you're going to tell me that you want to compete against me, but only in something where you don't run the risk of losing, because I'll tell you this right now, I probably will not submit Jon Jones. I don't believe I can. I know his body style and he's a good grappler. He's a world champion. He's tremendous. But I do know that if I get him on the ground, I have to ride him and control him. I can do that. But if I take him down and I ride and control him for 8 minutes, but then we get up and they pick up both of our hands, then what's the point? Diego Lopez versus Steve Garcia is set to kick off the White House card. On the Ariel Helwani show, Garcia discussed the pressure that comes with opening an event of this magnitude.
Yeah, man, there's no better way to have a card like this start better than just like having me and Diego go in the middle and freaking just duke it out, right? So let's go ahead and just freaking just get it going. You know what I mean? I feel like there's other fights that probably could have been first just to kind of like get everybody, I guess, warmed up. But we're gonna have excitement from the gate, from the very first fight all the way to the very end fight. So yeah, me and Diego Lopez are gonna deliver.
At least I'm
gonna deliver. I can't speak for him, but I can speak for me.
Over the weekend, Belal Muhammad lost to Gabriel Bonfim by unanimous decision. Ray Longo recently gave his thoughts on the fight and was baffled by Bilal's game plan.
I thought he was unrecognizable.
Yeah.
Why would you abandon what got you there? I was definitely confused during that fight. No, was it me? Hey,
yeah, I think there are a lot of factors, but easier said than done. And I know that Belal works as hard as any fighter out there, right? But wrestling maintenance versus the time he's spending striking. Kenny, get in here.
He came out to an interesting walkout song, and to me, it was kind of this loose
Dominic
song.
Cruz texted me about the walkout song.
Yeah, so I thought in his mind, he's going, okay, listen, I've been fighting way too stiff. I've been fighting to not lose as opposed to go out there and win, right? When he came out, I was like, this is a good sign. I felt like after those 2 rounds, he completely just lost confidence in himself. The confident guy that won the belt didn't seem like that was the same guy. Gabriel Bonfim just might be that good too.
It was almost like he was medicated. Like he was that calm where he was, is it catonic? Is that the word I'm looking for? Where he was just, didn't look like he was totally present to me and moving backwards, not pushing the pace at all. I don't know. I put it this way, I expected something completely different out of him.
Merab Dvalishvili rides a couch through Vegas. Beef between Ilia Topuria and Justin Gaethje escalated last night. If you missed it, Ilia responded this week to comments made by Gaethje's father, who called him short and said he believes Justin has a good chance of winning based on his success against shorter fighters in the past, like Michael Chandler and Rafael Fiziev. Topuria fired back by addressing Gaethje's father directly and telling him that Justin is going to lose. Gaethje later responded by bringing up Ilia's recent divorce, saying he'd leave him too because he's a whiny little bitch. On X last night, Topuria wrote, "Justin crossed the line. What happened between my ex-wife and me is our business. We may no longer be together, but she is the mother of my daughter. To everyone insulting her or speaking about things they know nothing about, show some respect. You don't have to respect our relationship, but respecting someone's mother should be one of the most basic codes in life. Be better." Gaethje responded saying, "Proving my point. Insufferable little bitch boy. Never said a thing about your wife. You want to speak words to my father, then act like I crossed some line. We already fighting, buddy." Sean Strickland also replied to Ilia. He said, "You need to teach Justin Gaethje how to act like a man." Topuria fired back saying, "You should have kept your father out of this. He was the one calling me a short guy and saying you'd smash me, all while holding a beer in his hand. Then you start talking about my divorce and telling the world you wouldn't want to be my roommate. Idiot. First, we're fighting, not dating. Second, I'm not looking for a roommate. When I put you to sleep and you're lying there next to the rose, I'll look at your father and ask him one simple question. Who's the short one now? I'm gonna break you, Justin." Topuria then went on Instagram Live and had this to say.
Después de lo que dijo Justin, tienes más motivación para noquearlo. A ver, nunca me ha faltado la motivación para noquearlo, pero antes como que tenía un approach un poco diferente, le tenía un poquito más de respeto, lo veía un chaval más normal, más decente, pero ha demostrado, bueno, ha confirmado ser un idiota. Siempre tenía como que el presentimiento, pero como que como no lo había visto tan de cerca. Justin is Tavi.
Both Ilia Topuria and Justin Gaethje appeared on the Pat McAfee show today and had a heated back and forth. At several points, Pat had to step in because of how intense the exchange became. A link to the full video will be in the description.
I never said anything personal, but we're very vulnerable when it comes to fight week. We're very emotional. This guy's
not gonna take anything personal from you. Don't worry about it. I find the first difference here is that you are gonna try to hurt me, and I'm actually gonna hurt you. That's the difference between me and you. I'm not gonna try to do anything. I'm gonna do it.
Gaethje, you think he's a little bit more confident than you, Justin? It feels like that's what I'm hearing right there, Justin.
He's narcissist and believes everything he says, and he sits around and smells his own farts, and he thinks he's God. He's human, just like me. I'm gonna show him when I touch his chin, he's gonna go to sleep. I love you knowing that you're gonna knock me out, because when it goes to the second round, it goes to the third round, you're gonna be like, oh, I talked all this shit.
Bro, there's never gonna be a second or third round. That's not gonna happen. You know, that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna.
You're just gonna look stupid when we get there. You're gonna look stupid when we get there.
Okay.
And the question's like, oh, it's round 3.
Okay, I like that. Okay, boys.
You are not gonna be able to do anything. I'm gonna make you do whatever I wanna do.
Ilya, so
there's a reason why I'm the
He just talks. He just talks. He said that Patty. He said I had no chance against Patty. I beat Patty.
And I proved. I talked the talk, and I won.
You wrong that time. I'll prove you wrong again.
I won the world title 3 times, and
you're amazing too. Your credentials are unmatched. You are
right now it's you. I'm the
fighter.
king in this screen right now. I'm the mother champion, not
He
you.
ain't
So shut
God. There's no lights. It's just me and Mr. King over here, trying to
all
each
the
other
fact
up.
that you're calling me king.
Oh yeah,
I
see,
love
you're a
the fact that
narcissist.
you
I ain't
already
calling you
assumed
king.
that.
I just want
You
to pump up
already
his
assumed
ego
that, boy.
because he's so
You
foolish.
are there.
How about you?
So foolish. This guy is so foolish.
Mr. King.
And that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Chicken Fried MFer. It's in reference to Chael Sonnen telling Bo Nickel that if he beats Kyle Dawkins at the White House, he should ask for a title shot. It says Bo Nickel should be nowhere near title fight talks. The second one's from the Gout Trout. It's in reference to John Jones allegedly getting into a drunken altercation with Adrian Broner. It says, Jones drunk? Never. And the final one's from Go Really Things. It's in reference to the chances of thunderstorms at the White House event. It says, fight at night in thunderstorms sounds like more fun. If you want to be featured in our next video, all you have to do is drop a comment down below. And as always, thanks for watching.